All right, games with gold has always been a pretty good deal. Now, to be honest with you, Game Pass in general just has been one of the best deals in gaming, for a long time. Probably the best deal that you can get. But games with gold for October for the Xbox brand is lacking, something, and it's not hard to see once you notice what's going on. Uh, they don't have any 360 games going into the Xbox Games with Gold of service for the month of October. Now, is this a bad thing or a good thing? Me personally, I don't really look at it as a bad thing, and I'm gonna give you my reasons why. But I can understand why some people may look at this and be like, "All right, I'm used to getting this stuff. Why am I not getting it now? What's going on?" All right, let's just go ahead and get into it. Xbox 360 games are pretty much being phased out. PS3 games have been phased out on the Sony side for a while now. I'm not really surprised at this point. When you look at things in the perspective of what's going on now with the PlayStation 5 Xbox Series, the 360 and the PS3 are 2 generations behind. And I know Xbox have been doing a really good job of just trying to keep, history and nostalgia in older games alive, which I'm not against. I'm totally with that. I'm for it. I'm all the way here for it. But for a monthly basis to get 360 games, I think at this I think at this point is kind of I think it's just counterintuitive at this point. You don't need to push nostalgia by giving you games like this every month. I think they've done a good job already by doing it in the backwards compatibility department, where I think what for the most part, I think it isn't most of the games that are backwards compatible for the Xbox One and the Xbox Series is already on the backwards compatibility program. Isn't it already on that? So you don't need to have them every month. I mean, it's so many ways to get 360 games now, and I've been saying this for a long time now. This is a really good time to just rack up on 360 and PS3 games if you haven't already. I don't know why. If you are interested in them, I think it's a no brainer. You should go ahead and do it. Uh, it's still a phenomenal console. They still have really good games out there, and some of the games are, they have a high replay value. Even some games that they're not even talked about as much have very good replay value, and they play pretty well. So, and they look good too. So I don't understand if any why would anyone be up in arms about this. Now I want to look at the games that are going to be up for Games with Gold for October. It is Windbound and Bomber Crew, which I think these games here are okay. I don't know much about them. I know both of them had 30 achievements, and if you want to get some achievements, that have at it. Both games are together are valued at 44.98, and that's like with a 2,000 gamer score. I mean, I don't see a problem with picking up anything that's free. I mean, I do it all the time. I have a PlayStation Plus. When the games come out, I at least put them in my library. And if I decide to buy them later, I will buy it. But just to have them in the library, just to have them, if I say one day I want to play it, that's cool. So I don't see what's the big deal, at least putting these games in your library if you want to play them. But as far as the 360 games, like I said, 360 games are easy to come by nowadays. I mean, even if you want to go import style, which I am starting to get some games on for the 360 that are imports. I'm also planning on buying a Japanese 360 because there are some games over there that never came over here. Absolutely phenomenal, and they're really cheap because Japan don't play with the Xbox like that. I mean, you could probably get some really good games, Japanese games, for really cheap. I mean, I already got some Japanese games that are region free, but that's a whole nother story for another day. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but I'm just saying, like the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era this is a good time to start picking up those games. You don't necessarily have to rely on these games being with Games with Gold. Even if you don't have a 360, I mean, the 360 now you can buy them for the price. You can buy a 360 console for the price of a PS5 or Xbox Series game right now. So there's really no excuse if you want to go that route. I'm not telling you to do it. It's totally up to you if you want to, but I don't see there's an issue if you're going to complain about this. And there's other ways to get 360 games. There's so many ways to get PS3 games. And it's just, that generation, the Wii, even if you want to go to the Wii, all that shovelware over there. it's really easy to get those games as well. So I don't understand it. I don't get it. If it was me, I would just go ahead and just rack up. That's what I've been doing lately. Anyway, been racking up on PS3 360 games. And matter of fact, I just recently got some games that are coming to the house, in a few days because they're just so easy to get, and the quality of those games are really good. And before I go, I will say this: a lot of these games work very well, without patches, and they play on a disc. You don't have to worry about all this other stuff as far as being connected to the internet to play these games. Most of the games, especially like I said, I know there was some issue with some of these digital games that you bought. As long as they're on your hard drive, you should still be able to play them. That's the last console, and I think Xbox One recently got rid of their issue, like the not playing games online, which I'll touch on that at another time. But the 360 PS3 era is the last era that's really like put the disc in and play. I know the PS4 with the CMOS battery thing, PS5 done the same thing. Like I said, I think Xbox just done the same thing. I think I saw a video about that. So it's starting to phase where you can start playing the games that you purchase forever. And that's the way it should be. But nevertheless, that's another reason why you should get some 360 games, not worry about these games every month, because these games you're not going to be able to play forever if you don't buy them. If you just got the Game Pass or games with gold and that runs out, those games are gone. So if you really like these games, I highly advise you to buy them. Well, that's enough of me talking about this. I've said enough. Just a quick video. I wanted to talk about that. I'm going to be doing some live streaming over here really soon. I've been testing it. I tested last night and it looks good. So I may be doing some later on today. Be on the lookout for that. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.